Morning to everyone. Welcome back after winter vacations. Okay, so after winter vacation we are going to start chapter number 3, data handling, exercise 3.1. So dear student, if any definition or formula will come while explanation, I will tell you. So you can start directly writing the exercise 3.1 in the copy. Okay, so here the exercise 3.1, first question. It is said that question number 1, find the range of height of any 10 students of your class. So here we have to consider any 10 students. Okay, the name of the students I had chosen according to my own, and the height is also chosen according to me itself. Okay, so you can consider the name and height according to your own wish also, because here the data is not given, any particular data is not mentioned, so we have to think of it and can consider any data, any height and any name. Clear this one? So here we have to consider the 10 student. The name of the 10 student is Gunjan, Aditi, Nikhil, Akhil, Riya, Akshat, Abhishek, Mayank, Rahul, Ayush. So these are the name of the student. You can choose the name of your friend also here. Clear? And the height, whatever the height you want to consider, but the height should be in feet, because height is always considered in feet. That's why. If you don't want to consider the height in feet, you can take in a centimeter also. Okay, but don't take it in the form of a kilometer or meter. Clear? Then what is the formula for range is, so here range is equals to highest height minus lowest. So what is range we are having? Range is equals to highest observation. We in place of height we can say observation also. Okay, so what will be the formula of range is highest observation minus lowest observation. So this is the formula for the range. Clear? So the word height came here, that can be depend on the question. Okay, if somewhere something else will be given in place of height, some rainfall record is given or some observation is given. Okay, according to that the word is going to be changed, but the formula will remain as it is, that is range is equals to highest minus lowest. Clear? Now we can see that the height of the student is 4.2, 4.5, 5, 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.1, 4.7, 4.9, 4.5. These are the height. So while seeing this, we can say which one will the highest. Highest, that means, so highest you means that the highest height, the tallest person of your class among the 10 student is this one, 5.3, isn't it? This is the highest height we are having over here. Now again looking the lowest height of the height of your class, which one will be the lowest height of your class? That is 4.2, isn't it? 4.2 is the lowest height and the highest height will be 5.3. So what is the formula for range is equals to highest minus lowest, isn't it? So range is equals to highest is 5.3, so lowest will be what? 4.2. So subtract that 5.3 minus 4.2, subtract it, we will get the answer 3 minus 2 will be 1, decimal will come in the same place, 5 minus 4 will be 1. So what is the highest height, what is the range of the student? The range among the 10 student is, that is 1.1 feet. So dear student, one more point you have to note down over here, that whatever the height you are going to consider over this, the answer will depend here 1.1. Okay, if suppose you had changes the measurement of the height from here, suppose in place of 4.2 you had to consider as 6.2, 4 point in place of 4.5 you had considered 7.5. So according to that the value, the answer, the 1.1 feet answer will be going to be changed. So here the answer will not remain constant. Keep it in your mind. Clear? Why it is so? Because here the data is not being given, the data we have to think of ourselves and we have to consider, that's why the answer is not going to be constant over here. Clear? Now the next question number 2. So here what the question number 2 says, in question number 2 it says that organize the following marks in a class assessment in a tabular form. So here we have to, do you remember the telemark? Yes, you people have to remember because you had already studied in class 6. So this organized this data that means 4 6 7 5 3 5, all those datas we have to arrange in the form of table, tabular form. That means we have to arrange in a telemark table. Okay, and we have to answer the following question. The question is, which number is the highest, which number of the lowest, what is the range of the lowest, find the arithmetic mean. Okay, so these are the questions which we have to answer in the following. So here is the tabular form. So answer of the question number 2 is serial. Serial wise we have to mark. You have to make a table in your copy also. Clear? So here we had made a table. The marks, this marks, from where we will get this marks? This marks we will get from the data which is given in the above question, that is 4 6 7 5 3 5, that we had arranged in the ascending order from smaller to bigger. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to see how many times this one is occur in the above question. So question that mark 1 is that mark 1, that number of students get 1 mark is only 1, so that we will mark as a telemark column as 1. That the number of student is only 1 student obtained, so we will mark 1. Then 2 marks, how many students got? 2 students got, so we will mark at telemark 2. Then 3 marks, how many students got? That is 1 student only got. Then 4 marks, how many students got? That is 3 students got 4 marks, isn't it? Then 5 marks, how many students got? 5 students got 5 marks, so the telemark will be 5 bundle, 5 bunch, 1 2 3 4, and the 5th one will be get crossed, isn't it? In the same way, 6, how many students got? 4 students. 7, how many students got? 2 students. 8, how many students got? 1. And 9 marks, how many students got? That one. I think this telemarks you people very well known, isn't it? So no need of getting so much explanations in this. Remember that more than 5, if suppose we are having a number 7, okay, 7, if suppose 8 students got 7 marks, then how to make the telemark for more than 5? That we will I will draw and show you. So 1 2 3 4, and the 5th one will be crossed. Then 5th, 6 7 8. So again the new bundle will be created if it is more than 5. So here no number is more than 5, so it will be remain the same. Clear? Then after this, the highest marks, that means the student which is get the maximum mark. So that student who got the highest marks is 9. Okay, then lowest mark is, that means minimum mark is 1, not 0. Clear? Then the range of the data over here, range formula is what? Range is equals to highest mark minus lowest mark. What will be the formula over here? As in the above, we are considering the considering the questions in the form of height. So it is highest height minus lowest height. So here the formula will be get changed as range is equals to highest mark minus lowest mark. So highest mark what we are having as 9 we are having, and the lowest mark we are having as 1, isn't it? So 9 minus 1 is how much? Range is equals to, it is 8. Clear everyone up to here? Okay. Then after we have to, the fourth part of the question, we have to see that how to find the arithmetic mean. So the formula for arithmetic mean is equals to, please note down in your copy, that sum of all observation upon total number of observation. You can write the complete spelling of observation. Okay, so what will be the formula for arithmetic mean? Arithmetic mean is equals to sum of all observation upon total number of observation. Sum of all observation means all the data, whatever the data we are having in the questions, that whole data we have to write in the numerator. That is called as sum of all observation. Okay, and total number of observations from where we will get? That total number of observations we will get from while totaling this telemark. When we are going to total this observation, this frequency, when we are going to total, see, do the total of over here of always we are going to total this, isn't it? So while Doing the calculation of this, addition of this, we will get the total number of data as 20. So that data we have to keep at the denominator. So have you understood what is the formula is? What is the formula for arithmetic mean is equals to sum of all observation upon total number of observation. Okay, please note down in your copy that arithmetic mean is equals to sum of all observation upon total number of observation. Clear? So all the data we have to write in the form of a numerator and denominator. So 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 5 plus dash dash upon total number of the observation is 20. Okay, while doing the additions of all the data, it is very simple data, you can add it. Okay, so while doing additions of all the data, we will get it as 100. So 100 divided by 5 is how much? 100 divided by 20, not 5. So 100 divided by 5, 0 from the numerator and denominator will get cancelled, and 10 upon 2 is left. So 2 ones are and 2 fives are is 10, isn't it? So what is the answer we will get? That is 5. So have you understood this? So in this way, the question number 2 solution is completed. Next question, what we have to see, question number 3. In question number 3, what is asked that find the mean of the first 5 whole number. So dear student, what do you mean by whole number? So what do you mean by whole number? Whole number means the numbers which starts from all the counting number including 0 are called whole number. Do you remember the definition which we had already studied in chapter number 1? So what do you mean by whole number? Whole numbers are those numbers or all counting numbers including 0 are called whole number. So what is question asked over here? We have to see. So what is the question? It is asked that we have to find the mean of first 5 whole number. Remember that first 5 whole number. So what are the first 5 whole number? That is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 is the first 5 whole number. Here in the question, dear student, here in the question it is very clearly given first. Okay, first 5 whole number. That's why 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 we are going to take, because these are the first 5 whole number. If suppose in the question it will be said only 5, any 5 whole number, so in any 5 whole number from 0 to 9 we can consider any 5. Okay, so here is, since it is said first 5 whole number, so we had considered 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So what is the formula for mean is? Mean is equals to sum of, what is mean formula is? Sum of all observation upon total number of observation. Okay, this is the formula. So sum of all observation, that means 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 upon 5. Why it is 5? How this 5 comes? Because how many numbers, total numbers are there? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why 5 will come in the denominator. Okay, so 4 plus 1 will be 5. 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. So 10 divided by 5 will be 2. So clear everyone here? So what is the answer for question number 3 is, thus the mean of first 5 whole number is 5. So have you understood up to here? Okay, then next question is question number 4. A cricketer scores the following runs in 8 inning. Inning means 8 turns. Okay, 8 number of turns he is going to play, and he scores the run as 58, 76, 40, 35, 46, 45, 0 and 100. Then we have to find the mean. Okay, now what is the formula for mean we are having? That is sum of all observation upon total number of observation. So dear student, one more thing I would like to tell you. The formula and inside the formula the words comes, it just changes according to the question. So initially when it is asked to write the formula of mean, it will be arithmetic mean is equals to sum of all observation upon total number of observation. Okay, and this observation words is going to be changed according to the question, whatever the question asked. Okay, so here number of inning is given how much? 8. 8 means this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, isn't it? Inning means what? Inning means the number of times that particular cricketer played. Okay, number of inning, that means how many times that cricketer is going to play. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5, isn't it? 6, 7 and 8. So these are the number of, how many total number of inning will be? That will be 8. Why we had counted inning? Because we have because it is required in the question here at the denominator, total number of inning, that's why. Okay, so what is the formula for mean? Is number of score is equals to sum of score upon total number of inning or number of inning. It's means same. Okay, so we had added all the observations which is given in the question. These are the observation which we have to add over here. So 58 plus 76 plus 40 plus 35 plus 46 plus 45 plus 0 plus 100 upon 8. And from where this 8 comes? From where this 8 comes, students? The 8 comes from here, observation, the number of observation or the data which is given. The cricketer scores the inning 8 times he played and scored the run. That will become in the total number of observation in the denominator. Clear? So while adding 58 plus 76 plus 40 plus 35 plus 46 plus 45 plus 0 plus 100, we will get how much? We will get 400 upon 8. Okay, how much value we will get? That is 400 upon 8 we will get. Now how to divide 400 upon 8? It's a very simple one. 400 upon 8 can get cancelled by the table of 2. Both are even numbers, so it will become in the table of 2, isn't it? So here 4 times 8 comes in the table of 2, and 400 comes how many times? 400 comes how many times in the table of 2? That is 200, 200. Then again in the table of 2, 4 comes 2 times and 200 comes 100 times. Then again 2 comes in the table of 2 1 time and 100 comes in the table of 2 how many times? 50 times. So what is the mean score? So the mean score is 50 over here. Clear everyone? Hope you people understood the question. Okay, now the next question number 5. What is question number 5 says? Following table shows, in the question number 5 it is said that following table shows the point of each player scored in 4 games. 4 games, that means number of games by the players is played is game 1, game 2, game 3 and game 4. These are the 4 games played. Okay, and there are 3 teams are being given, team A, team B and team C, or we can consider as ABC as a player, name of the player. Clear? So 4 types of games are there. Suppose one is cricket, second is ludo, third is tennis ball. Like that the 4 games is being set. The name of the game is considered as game 1, game 2, game 3 and game 4. And the 3 participants are there, that is A, B and C. Now the question is said that we have to answer the following questions by looking the data. Following table, we have to answer the following question. So what is the first question here asked? That find the mean to determine a average number of points scored per game. Okay, that means per game we have to individually find the mean. For the player A, it is only we have to find for the player A, not for B, not for C. Okay, only for A we have to find the mean. Then in the second part of the question, what is said? That to find the mean number of points per game for C, would you divide the total points by 3 or 4? Why? It is asking that if we are finding the mean for the C, participant C, can we divide the point in the form of 3 and 4? So if we are going to divide it, why we have to answer? We have to give the reason for this. Okay. Then for the question number 3, B played in all the 4 games. How would you find the mean? That means here, if B is going to play all the 4 games, then how we are going to find the mean? Mean formula we have to put it and solve. Clear? Then fourth part of the question here, it is said that who is the best performer among the 3 players? Who is the best performer? So for finding the best performer, what we have to do is we have to see their mean. Okay, what we have to do, we have to see their mean. So let's see. So first part of the question, in question number 5, it is said that we have to find the mean of the player A. That is, what is the mean formula? Arithmetic mean, that means arithmetic mean only. Okay. So mean of player A is equals to sum of score by A upon number of games played by A. This is the formula, or if you don't want to write this particular formula or statement, you can directly write as arithmetic mean for player A is equals to sum of all observation upon that means divide total number of observation. A simple word, okay, that will always be remembered by you. Then what is the observation we got here? 14 plus 16 plus 10 plus 10. These are the score which we had got from here. Player A we are talking about. So game 1, player A scored 14, then 16, then 10, then again 10. That will be going to be added over here. 14 plus 16 plus 10 plus 10 divided by how many total games are there? 4 total games are there. So it will become in the denominator. So 14 plus 16 plus 10 plus 10. 10 plus 10 is how much? 40. 10 plus 10, 20. 20 plus 16 plus 14 is total 50 divided by 4. Now when 50 is going to be divided by 4, divided by the table of 2. Here 2 2 is 4, and 2, how much? That 4, that means 2 times come, and 10, 25 it will become, isn't it? So 2 25 is 50, it will be get divided, then 2 ones are, and 25 will divide in the table of 2 how many times? That means 12.5, since it is a decimal, that's why. So we can divide it and see. So here is 2, that means 1 will come, it will be get cancelled. Okay, 5, that means 4 we will consider. 4 comes how many times? 2 times. Now remainder is 1. For getting cancelled the remainder, we will consider the decimal, so it will be 0. So what is the answer we are having here? That is 12.5. Clear? So in this way we had finded the mean. Clear everyone? Now in the next one, in the second part of the question, it is said that for the C part, whether we can divide the total point by 3 or 4, and why it is asked. So we should divide the total points by 3 because player C played only 3 games. See, look at over here in the table. This one is the player C. He is going to play the first game, second game, and fourth game. He did not play the third game. Might be he don't know how to play the game, so he did not want to participate in the third game. So that's why here it is given in the question, we should divide the total points by 3, since here it is asked whether we can divide the points by 3 or 4. So here the answer is, the reason is we should divide the total point by 3 because player C played only 3 games, that's why. So clear the answer. What is the second part of the answer is? Next question, third of question number 5. Player B played in all the 4 games. Player B played in all the 4 games. So what we play, obviously he had to participate in, while looking the table we can say that he had played all the 4 games. Okay, so we have to find the mean of this. So in order to find the mean, what is the formula we are having? Arithmetic mean is equals to sum of score by B upon number of games played by B, or we can change the formula as arithmetic mean is equals to sum of all the observation upon total number of observation. Both the formulas are same, depends on the statement of the questions. Okay, the words is changed according to the statement of the questions. So what are the scores which is earned by the player B is 0, 8, 6 and 4, and total number of games is 4. So 0 plus 8, 8 plus 6, 6 plus 4. So all doing the addition of this 0 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4, the total will be 18. 18 will be divided by 4. So 18 upon 4. So get cancelled by the table of 2. 2 2 is 4 and 2 9 is 18, isn't it? Now 9 will be divided by the table of 2. We will get the decimal because one is even, another one is odd. Okay, so here what will be the answer for the mean for player B is, that is 4.5. Clear? Next question, to find the to find the best performer. So here in the question 4th it is asked who is the best performer, isn't it? So player A point we had scored, we had, that means mean. I had, while explaining you the question, I had already said you that what you have to do for question number 4th part, you have to find the mean of player A, player B and player C. So in the above question we had already find out the mean for player A. Then in the third part of the question we had find out the player B, mean of the player B. Now we didn't find out the player C, mean of the player. So player C. So here we are going to find the mean of the player C, that is 10.67, isn't it? Now comparing this 12.5 comma 4.5 comma 10.67, which is the greater number among this three mean, which is the greater number. So the greater number among these three is 12.5. So who played well? Therefore on comparing the mean of all the player A is the best performer. Okay, so here player A is the best performer among the player B and C. Clear? So in this way, up to question number 5 we had already completed the solution. In the next video I will give you solutions of questions 6, 7, 8 and 9. So for today, thank you everyone.